Hello everyone, welcome back to online lecture series on applied thermodynamics. We are continuing with our topic of actually we are beginning a new topic today, that is fundamentals of compressible flow. In our previous lecture we have finished the refrigeration part. So if we go through what we have done in that previous lecture and in previous chapter, we will quickly revise this. We will not take much time again on this. So here we studied about refrigerant, classification of refrigerant, then designation of refrigerant. We studied about the desirable properties of ideal refrigerant, in which we mainly focused on the thermodynamic properties, and I gave you chemical and physical properties as a part of self-study. Then we discussed about the principle of vapor absorption system, then properties of ideal refrigerant absorbent combination. Then we studied about the simple ammonia water vapor cycle, and then we studied about the practical ammonia water vapor absorption system. So now that was the end of our previous lecture and previous chapter. So today we are beginning a new topic, that is fundamentals of compressible flow. So let's begin this part. So that is our new chapter, and first we will start with the introduction part of this. So whenever first we think about a compressible flow, then we have studied this definition, that what is the meaning of compressible flow. In our chapter of kinematics of fluid flow, we studied that there are two types of fluid flow. First is incompressible flow and second is compressible flow. So the incompressible flow was defined as when the density remains constant for a fluid, and in compressible flow, in case of compressible flow, the density does not remain constant. So that is the definition of compressible flow, that density varies in this case, and once the density changes, its specific volume will change, and consequently the other properties like pressure and temperature will also get affected. So we need to study this part, and let's take few examples of compressible flow. So let's discuss about few examples on this. First is fluid flow through orifice and nozzles. Flow through compressors. Third is projectiles and airplanes flying at high altitude with high velocity. So here in such cases the density changes, and because of the change in density the pressure and temperature will also change. So the thermodynamic behavior is different from the incompressible flow. Now we will quickly revise few topics, that is thermodynamic relations. So first is equation of state. So we already know this. We are just revising very quickly this part. We know that the ideal gas equation is PV is equal to RT, where P is pressure, V is specific volume, R is gas constant, and T is absolute temperature. And here one more thing, that the specific volume can be written as reciprocal of the density. And we can modify our equation of state with this, that P by rho is equal to RT. So we might encounter the relation like P is equal to rho RT in this chapter. Now Next, let's move forward to next topic. These are just fundamentals, so we are not spending much time on this. Expansion and compression of perfect gas. So first we will be discussing about the isothermal process. So in case of isothermal process, if we focus on this formula, then on the right hand side temperature will remain constant, R is already constant, so the left hand side will be equal to the constant. So here we will have P V equal to constant. The next is, or using this relationship also we can write down that P by rho equal to constant. So that is the important relation. Second is adiabatic process. So in case of adiabatic process, the equation is P V raised to K equal to constant. Where K is ratio of specific heats Cp by Cv. We might have written this previously as gamma, but here we will be writing it as K. K is equal to Cp by Cv. So we can also write down now P divided by rho raised to K equal to constant. So this is the case, and we can also write down this as a part of polytropic process. So in case of polytropic process, the K will not be used here. So here other index is used, that is known as polytropic index. So it can be written as P upon rho raised to n equal to constant as well as we can write down P into V raised to n equal to constant. So that is the three processes that we have written basic equations, that is isothermal process, adiabatic process and polytropic process. Now the next topic, let's begin. Basic equations. Of compressible flow. So let's begin first. The first one is continuity equation. So continuity equation is nothing but the presentation of mass conservation law. That is, the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So here we will only take a case of one-dimensional flow. So mass per second is equal to rho a v. So this will be constant. So rho a v equal to constant. So the differentiation of this will be 0 because the quantity is constant, is equal to 0. So here let's keep rho outside into d av plus av into d rho equal to 0. Rho into a dv plus v into dA. So I am assuming that you have knowledge of fundamental differentiation, so we are not going to discuss the small details here. So rho a dv plus rho v dA plus av d rho is equal to 0. So here dividing both sides by rho av now. So here rho a dv divided by rho a v plus rho v dA divided by rho A V plus A V d rho upon rho A V is equal to 0. So now we are left with the final equation as dV upon V plus dA upon A plus d rho upon rho is equal to 0. Then this is known as continuity equation in differential form. Now let's move forward with the Bernoulli's equation now. So second topic is Bernoulli's equation. So here we will write down the differential form that we have derived in our previous chapters, that is dP by rho plus VdV plus G dz is equal to 0. So let's integrate this equation, that is integration dP by rho plus integration V dV plus integration G dz is equal to 0. Sorry, here after integration it will be constant. So now one thing that we were doing in our previous chapters, that is we were taking rho outside assuming the compressible flow, but in this chapter rho will not be constant, so we cannot take it outside the integration, so we will keep it as it is. So the final equation that we will be getting here is integration dP by rho plus V square by 2 plus Gz equal to constant. Now we will derive this equation for two different processes. First is isothermal process and second is adiabatic process. So first let me copy this part into our main slides. So now Bernoulli's equation for isothermal process. First we will write down that equation, integration dp by rho plus v square by 2 plus gz is equal to constant. So in case of isothermal process, P by rho is equal to constant, so let's say it as C1. So here instead of rho we can write down C1 upon P. Sorry, here it will be P upon C1. So we can put it over here. So integration dP by P by C1 plus V square by 2 plus Gz is equal to constant. And here also we can take C1 outside now, that is C1 integration dP by P plus V square upon 2 plus Gz is equal to constant. So here instead of C1 we can put P by rho, and here we can put ln P plus V square by 2 plus Gz is equal to constant. And now we will divide the entire equation with G. So P by rho G ln P plus V square upon 2G plus Z is equal to constant. So this is the final equation for isothermal process, and we can also write down this for two different points in compressible flow, that is P1 by rho 1G ln P1 plus V1 square upon 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho 2 G plus ln P2 is equal to plus V2 square upon 2G plus Z2. So that is the equation. So this is for isothermal process. Let's copy this. So this is the end of today's lecture. Thank you for watching this video.